Hey, have you ever looked at your life and thought, this is all it's going to be? I'm not gonna go anywhere, do anything, and that's just how it is. I accept that. Well, my name's Jen Glidden. I live in Charlotte, North Carolina, and this last weekend I was up at an apple orchard, and this story is going to pertain to you if you feel like you're just stuck and your life isn't going anywhere. I want this to be an encouragement to you. This weekend we walked through the orchard, and there were all sorts of apple trees, all sorts of varieties of apples, and the apple that we actually liked best was called the Jonagold. And so we went down the rows for the Jonagold apples, and it was so interesting. On both sides of us there were these huge apple trees, and they were just lush, and they had some apples on them. But then we went down the Jonagold apple line, and the trees were pretty scrawny. They were pretty scrawny, but you know what? They were full of fruit. And so I thought it was so interesting. You know, a lot of times we'll look at our lives and say, oh, you know, because of this or that or my past or whatever, I don't have this, I don't have that. Whatever it is, we're making excuses. This apple tree, we looked at all these apple trees, the Jonagold apple trees, and they said, you know what? We're apple trees, we're going to produce apples. And that was it. They didn't care how they looked compared to their neighbor, you know, the different other types of apples, the Red Delicious and the Asian pear. They didn't care about how they compared to the other apple trees. They just knew they were apple trees, and they were going to produce apples that were good to eat. So, you know, if you felt frustrated in your life and you've been looking around and things just seem like they're harder for you, I want to encourage you that just like that apple tree, just like that scrawny seeming apple tree, you can produce abundant fruit in your life. You just have to believe it, and you have to decide that that is why you're here. So I hope that this was encouraging to you, and if it was, please leave a comment or share it so that other people can benefit, and I will talk to you soon. Start living your awesome life today.